a father's role to his sons, because I feel like that's a really, really important role. I'm not going to go into our personal stuff because that's too fucking personal. Fuck y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but what do you think as far as the roles of a father to his son specifically?
So I'm gonna go. I don't know, kind of go a roundabout way with it. So thinking about it, like our parents divorced when I was 10,
Nigga, did,
and
motherfucker, didn't I say too personal?
wait a minute, you gotta say what you gotta
What's
say.
her
You
name?
go around.
Azalea Fix My Life or some shit gonna just pop out the goddamn
Yanla.
bushes. Yeah,
No,
whatever her
so
name
just
is.
listen, just
All right, go
listen.
ahead. I'm
I
sorry. Go
won't,
ahead.
give a year by year recount of growing up and everything. But
Please
anyway,
don't.
so we talked and everything. Dad was still in our lives and all that good stuff.
Mm,
But I didn't realize the impact of him on us just until talking to him once I became a man. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like being able to have certain discussions, you know, as a man, as you're going through things,
Hmm.
it's powerful. And so now having a son, I realize I get to pass that on. So I
Yeah.
mean, not only talking the things you're going to teach your son, how to treat women, how to, treat other people,
Hmm.
how to navigate through this crazy ass world that we're in, how people are going to see you. Another side to that is being a black man. There are things that you have to
Oh yeah.
realize and do. I mean, especially I don't know how tall he's going to be. If he's going to be, taller like me or a little less tall like you, you
Dun, dun,
know,
dun.
there's certain times. I mean, explaining like what is people are going to be intimidated by you, and
Hmm.
you do nothing wrong, and
Hmm.
having to understand that, understanding people are going to judge you just for who you are and how you look, and
Yeah.
they're going to make a lot of times they'll make their judgments about you before you even say a word.
Hmm.
And I mean,
Definitely.
it's happened to me thousands of times. I
Hmm.
mean, and I know it. And
Same.
so, just being able to teach him and show him, things that I've learned or things that I wish I would have learned a hell of a lot earlier in life, and
Right on.
and just being able to pass on some of that legacy. And I mean, I think that's really the key that it boils down to is establishing and passing on a legacy. And
Right.
then for my son, I gave him my name, so he is second of his name.
Shout out to Game of
So
Thrones.
shout out, right? So with that in mind, I can't do no stupid shit because I don't want it to
Watching you.
reflect on him, and he's watching me. And
Hmm.
definitely he's watching, how I treat Kim, how I treat my mother, how I treat my brothers, my sisters, my nieces and nephews, how I treat that waiter or waitress at the damn restaurant.
Yeah.
Just all of those things, and how you deal with people, just and life skills. I mean, how do you balance a budget? How you change your tire? How do you negotiate deals? I mean, just there's just so much shit that they're gonna learn from us, and we're not gonna get it all right. I mean, and you
Hmm.
can't expect to get it all right. And I think sometimes you worry too much about, oh, I'm gonna fail and all that shit. But just if you do the best you can, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So, ultimately, I guess what my whole point is, being a father to a son, my role is to make sure that he grows to be a good person and not an asshole.
Fair
But then
enough.
at the same point in time, to not sweat the stupid shit in the world to where he's not sensitive and easily offended and riled up by everything, because I guess the goal is to get him to understand what really matters,
Hmm.
and that's really my goal, is to
Right on.
understand what matters and be able to be the best Lamar Jr. that he can be.
Right on. Right. You had to make sure you stressed that Lamar Jr. Right.
Lamar Jr.
Lamar, best
second
the
of his
best
name.
Lamar Jr. But yeah, LJ's my guy, man. I can't wait till he's actually running around talking this shit. Then I got a good leg on me because I'm a suplex his ass. It's coming.
He might laugh and like it, man.
Hey, we're gonna have a trampoline at the new crib, man. I'm dead. He
Cause
getting suplex.
he was playing around with me and bumped his head, and I was like, and he was like, "Let's
Yeah.
do it
Oh yeah.
again."
He's one of us. He's one of us. That confirms it right there. That fucking confirms it. Kevontre fell down fucking stairs out a window. Keontae fucking falls right. I'm okay. Kevion still fucking laugh. It confirmed it.
Hmm.
Thanks. Thanks for that. I appreciate it.
Oh, great, great.
But
So,
Yeah, on a more serious note, and I guess it's my turn. I guess I don't know.
That's usually how it works.
Whatever. So yeah, as far as the sons of Kevin, as I call them,
All
you know,
15 of them. Yeah, I know.
it's kind of on the same length. You know what I mean? One big thing that I do for
I'm sorry. I thought of I thought of the Hobbit when all the hobbits come with Owen Sir and Bowen, and they were just listing them off, and you said Sons of Kevin. So my bad.
that shit's
Go
funny,
ahead.
right?
Hmm.
All of them gonna be taller than me, so that shit ain't gonna work.
Half of them are about taller than you now,
Shut
but go
up,
on.
damn it. But yeah, so with my boys in particular, uh, it's kind of different phases because of the age gaps, but the essential method, the meat and potatoes is basically the same. You know what I'm saying? Teaching them no life skills. I done already had
Mm,
Dre. I didn't taught Dre how to change the oil on the car. I'm gonna teach Keontae how to change the oil on the car, cut grass. Same thing with Kevion, just to
mm,
have those. I guess you could say those man traits, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Just teaching them because if you don't have that male guidance, I mean, yes, shout out to the mothers out there. You guys are
Mm,
amazing. We love every last one of y'all. A lot of shit that y'all do, I just be like, fuck, how do they
mm-hmm.
do this shit? When boys are concerned, they need that father who's actually been in their shoes already,
Yeah.
who's seen what they're going through already. That's why I was glad I have the privilege of having Kevondre up here with me right now because he
Yeah.
was me when I
Mm-hmm.
was 16. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
I was
good.
hard headed as fuck. I ain't had nobody to fucking guide me really like that when I was 16. Just to be
Right.
honest, I did what the fuck I wanted to do, and I'm trying to mold him and teach him based off of my experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And being that he is like me, he gonna bump his head on some things, but it's more of I'm not gonna shield you. I'm gonna show you what you need to do
Right.
when you fucking fall. Get the fuck up, fix that shit, keep fucking pushing. And with Keontae, it's be who you are. Simple,
Yeah.
simple. Just do what you gonna do. Stay in your fucking lane. Be who you are. If don't nobody like you for the way they are, then fuck them.
Yeah.
Because you can't fit in every group. That's fucking impossible. Kevion, I'm just teaching him not to say weird shit. That's
Oh,
that's a
yeah.
that's all I can say. I ain't gonna say what he said on this episode, but man, that boy there said some crazy shit today. But the basis of it is, and one of the biggest things, and it's an old ass quote, and I use it all the time, and it's what I'm saying, stand for something or fall for anything. If you feel
Mm-hmm.
like you're right, do that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you know what I'm saying? Have a backbone with everything that you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Treat your mama how you supposed to treat your mama. Treat your sisters how you
Right.
supposed to treat them. If you find a young lady that you like, treat her good,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. Men, you're supposed to work. You're supposed, what I'm saying, don't be going the fast route and all this other shit. Respect the process and grind until you get to where you're supposed to be. And those are certain things that as a father you have to do. You can't just say this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
That's
gotta live
how
it.
yeah, that's how important our roles are. Cause like you said,
Mm-hmm.
bro, they watch and see everything you fucking do. Especially Kevion, he's 4, so he's mimicking and copying everything I do. Like big words. He told fucking Keontae the other day, you're annoying. I was like, annoying, boy, you 4. The hell is annoying you? You silly ass boy. You still say sanitizer. Yeah, I can't believe nothing you saying right
Oh man,
now.
he cracks me up so
Man,
bad.
silly as hell. But I mean, even with him, you know what I'm saying? He's scared of the dark or whatever. And I
Mm-hmm.
cut on the light, hey, show him, hey, ain't nothing there. Cut the light
Yeah.
back off. Now you cut the light on. Shit like that. I mean, those are the
Yeah.
simplest things a father can do to their son to
Mm-hmm.
instill that confidence, to instill that knowledge, and everything else that comes in with being a dad, man. I swear to God, I know I've been a dad since 17, and I would not trade
Mm-hmm.
this shit in forever
Yeah.
because I fuck up a lot of stuff. But these kids of mine, I don't fuck that up too funny. It's real important as us as fathers to be active. And I'm not saying you have to be there to take them to the park every single fucking day. You don't have to hold their hand across the street every single fucking day. But in some aspect, in some way, some form, some fashion, you have to instill something in them some kind of way. They get in trouble at school. Or what did you do? Here's what you did wrong. And that's what I do. If they, oh daddy, this, I'm gonna listen to them,
Sure.
but I'm gonna tell you, all right, cool, son. I understand that, but this is where you fucked up at.
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, and your point is valid, but this is where you fucked up at. I'm not concerned with somebody outside of y'all. I want you to
Mm-hmm.
understand where you fucked up at so you can fix
Right.
yourself.
span of control.
Exactly. And that our role is important, man. And I wouldn't have it
Yeah.
no other way, especially like you said, being, you know what I'm saying, we have melanin sons, so we gotta move different.
Yeah.
We gotta
Yeah.
talk different, we gotta act different,
Yeah.
sort of. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be ourselves, but we gotta be able to adapt in any kind of situation
Mm-hmm.
type shit. And everybody can't teach them that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
Right.
our job to teach them that. It shouldn't be a uncle, a
Mm-hmm.
homeboy, anything like that. That's our job.
Right.
And me and I know you do, and most of y'all followers out there that I know personally, we take this shit serious, man. This shit is not a game.
Mm-hmm.
So our role is extremely important. It's fucking vital. All right, but yeah, but so even when Dad passed, man, and I sit and think about it, I've been out here by myself smoking a cigarette on many days. Like fuck, I wish I could ask him some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh
I was
man.
so fucking
Man.
hard headed that, you know, and I actually realized that I never called our dad for advice about shit. Never have, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
fuck. I wish I would have did that,
Yeah.
and I don't want my kids to feel that same feeling. My sons to feel that same thing
Right.
that I feel. You know what I'm saying? I know I said I wasn't gonna get personal, man, but hey, feelings. Um, but you know, but seriously though, I don't want them to feel that same thing, that void, if you
Right.
will, to not being
Right.
able
Oh yeah.
to ask them some shit because how we grew up. You know what I mean? My thought
Yeah.
process was a
I mean,
little
I can't
different than
even.
yours.
Yeah. I mean, I can't because I called him. I would ask him stuff. I mean, it took me a while to realize, that he knew some shit,
Yeah.
and that there's times now it's like, damn, I wonder what he would say, given dot dot dot, or
Hmm.
now that I'm thinking about dot dot dot, what would he say? And yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's yeah,
Yeah, and
some
so
shit.
stuff like that is exactly why our roles are fucking vital to our sons.
Hmm. So I
Cause
have a comment
go
and a
for it.
question for you. So my comment too is that one thing we have to show them is that, I mean, I know the climate, we talked about like toxic masculinity and all that stuff, but
Hmm.
at the same time, we have to teach them that what it truly means to be a man and that it's okay to be a man.
Yeah.
And it may look different for every child. What that looks like. So what I was going to ask you, and I think you alluded to it a little bit in your discussions of your sons, do
Hmm.
you think that um, the lessons that you instill upon your sons, given that they're three different kids and they're different in personalities, demeanors, goals, ambitions, and whatever, do you think that how you teach them will be different?
Yes, because you have to adjust slightly. The basic principles of what I teach my kids are the same. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
you said, they're different. So you got to have, well, Keontae is different. Kevion's kind of following the same kind of fucking track that Dre is following, but that's neither here nor there. But
But he's gonna be different too
yeah,
because
he is.
the what he says gives a clue into how his brain
Yeah,
works.
and it's crazy. Like
Yeah,
you be like, what the fuck?
yeah,
Did he say that? But
yeah.
yeah, so same principle, just a different way about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's where a father's role comes in too. Actually understanding your son, your
Yes,
children,
yes.
not just
That's
your
good.
sons, but your
That's good.
children.
That's good.
Actually understanding how their minds work, you know, what makes them tick, and
Mm-hmm.
adjusting your principles. It could be the same base, but just the outline is just a little different. But it
Mm-hmm.
still has the same goal. The end goal is still the same. I answered that good.
You did, man. I'm proud. You did a good job. Very good.
Hey man, when it comes, I'm telling you, bro, when it comes to these kids, man,
Yeah.
that's whew,
Yeah. I know what you mean, man. It's
man. I don't. It's unexplainable.
yeah.
Don't worry. When we do the one for the daughters, I might even be in here crying, bro. I don't
Uh
know, man.
oh.
It's just
Bring your tissues, folks. Bring
y'all
the
bring it to.
Kleenex.
I don't know, cause my babies, man, my girls. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
god, man. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
as far as the father's role, that's really all I got, man. Just,
Yeah.
make sure you're there for them, not just financially. Be
Yeah.
there for them to teach them so they don't hit the same speed bumps you hit,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, hopefully you're teaching them the right way. I really can't stand excuse me. I know this is foul language, but I really try not to say this on this podcast. But you know what I'm saying? I really can't stand it. Be like, oh, this my nigga right here referring to your son. This my little
Mm-hmm.
savage right here referring to your son. This my
Mm-hmm.
thug right here, man. Cut that shit out, man.
Well, I call my son a monster, so that's what I call him. But when you see him monster climbing through shit, you'd understand.
Yeah.
So, but no, I get what you're saying though. I mean, you do have words are powerful, and the words that you choose to use with your sons, daughters too. But like you said, we'll talk about our daughters at a different time. And the words that you choose to use are important, and those words can either build them up or they can break them down.
Most definitely.
You're not about to cry on me now.
No, man, I'm good, man.
You all right, man?
I'm good.
Before we get to